I think we're the most focused group of people, and I really appreciate that. I love that about being Asian.
The Asian Hustle Network started out as a platform to really uplift each other and support each other. I wanted to create a very positive community where we can all come under one identity.
You know, we're living in such a different generation now. I feel like, you know, it's best for us to come together and to support each other. You know, whether or not you are Chinese or Korean or Vietnamese, if we're all Asian, we're all part of the same family. You know, we have to support each other.
Culturally, our stories, our upbringing are all similar. We have the same values, we have the same pretty similar morals too.
You know, our parents had always told us you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be an accountant, you know, something very stable, and you shouldn't become an entrepreneur because that's always very risky, right? And if you do become an entrepreneur, don't tell your cousins, don't tell your relatives that are going to bash on you, they're just going to, you know, talk down on you. And I think that's what, you know, affected our mentality, and to not talk about our entrepreneurial journeys, not talk about, you know, any side hustles that we were in. So when people found out that they could talk about it in this group, I think that they felt really relieved.
I think it's very important to listen to somebody who is of the same culture or background when someone's mentoring you, because they clearly have gone through the same path.
So I think that's the beauty of it, just growing up in different places, but ultimately having the same culture and having something that strangers can relate to you about.
If you take advice or anything like that from a Caucasian person, I assure you their experiences are very different from yours.
When we had first created the group, we were deciding on the name. What should we name our Facebook group? And Brian had thought, what do you think about the word hustle? And I said, I don't know about that. I feel like there's such a bad connotation to the word hustle. You know, everyone always says, you know, don't try to hustle me, or, you know, he's such a hustler. And sometimes people may take it the wrong way.
A job is conformity, whereas hustle is the non-conformity, non-traditional side of things.
I think a job, after you clock out, you stop thinking about it. It's your 9 to 5. You only do the job when you're, you know, clocked in your cubicle at the office. But I think a hustle, you go to sleep thinking about it, you wake up thinking about it. There's no such thing as a vacation, because even in Hawaii, you're answering emails.
Hustle is something where there's passion behind it. You really feel like you have a purpose.
And hustle just sounds more fun.
A hustle is something that you're very passionate about and that you're very happy with. Sure, you'll have your days, but you know that you love doing what you love, and that every day is a new adventure. That's a difference.
Part of the hustle is like me even sharing the insight that I have right now, you know, to people. That's part of the hustle.
Being Asian, I think part of our culture oftentimes is also to mask the hardships and to not being able to share our struggles and putting on this image that, you know, everything's fine, we've got it figured out. And the reality is that's not the case.
Because when you feel alone and you're going through the hustle alone, that can get so depressing. Like you feel like I'm the only one in the world going through this.
I think when you're hustling, there's so many different challenges along the way, and it's an emotional roller coaster.
By having this community now, you're able to talk to people directly, open deep conversations, open your mind up and see, well, these people are literally doing what I'm doing. They have it the same way, and we're not alone.
I truly believe that there's strength in numbers, that if we collectively come together and see each other for who we are, that we can voice ourselves better and make a difference.
Of course, it's great to have other platforms, you know, that all ethnicities and all cultures can come to relate in, but I feel like there's a lot of things that Asians experience that not necessarily, you know, a white person or a black person or a Hispanic person will experience.
I think Asian Hustle Network gives a space for people like us to share our journeys and really to be proud of who we are.
The benefit of having a community like Asian Hustle Network is so important because, like I said, connection is literally everything.
You have these people that you're able to connect with and collaborate with.
I think through this network, you're able to meet a lot more people who could be potentially become your mentor. You can meet people that are going to become your lifelong friends.
Asians just have that unique culture that, like, maybe I don't know someone from New York, but maybe we grew up exactly the same way. And it's crazy how I've never met this person, but our values can be, you know, really similar.
Again, we need to be more vocal and we need to come together as a community and talk about these things. It's really important because there is strength in numbers. And really using the resources of what we have, which is really each other.
Yeah, I would say it's a family that you've never met before.
I hold the door, please come in and just sit here for a while. This is my way of telling you I need you in my life. It's so cold without your touch. I've been dreaming way too much. Can we just turn this into reality? 'Cause I've been thinking about you lately. Maybe you could save me from this crazy world we live in. And I know it could happen, 'cause you know that I've been feeling